Okay, guys, page 20. So today we're talking about word problems. Um, the challenge here is to just try to create the triangle. Once you create the triangle, then you're either using just law of sines or law of cosines to solve your triangle, just like how you did on the quiz. So it should feel familiar. It's just having to translate these words into a diagram. Okay. So we're just going to try to work through pages 20 and 21. And if we have time, we could start on our test review. But we'll have tomorrow to. So tomorrow we'll have a chance to do. If we can start today, we'll have a full day class tomorrow to do the test review. Monday, I will have a help session in the morning, 7:15. I will give you guys two test review worksheets to have you do over the weekend. It's not required, but just to give you some extra worksheets or test reviews to help you review. And then on Monday, I'll go over select problems from those two review worksheets. And if you have specific questions, I can work through those as well. I'll try to get back your quizzes end of class today as well. Okay. All right, so let's look at number one. Okay, so Alpharetta Community Garden Network. So we're on page 20. Wants to plant a vegetable in a triangular plot, so you know it's a triangle here. Two of the angles measure 95 and 40 degrees. The sides between the two angles is 80 feet long. Find the measure of the third angle. That's easy, subtract from 180. Find the lengths of the other two sides. We can use law of sines. And then perimeter, we can just add up all three sides, okay? Now, you can label your triangle any way that you want. You don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it. I'm going to try to be as accurate as I can. When I see that 95 degrees, I'm going to make my angle slightly obtuse. Okay. If you feel like you need, or if you want a scratch sheet, you're welcome to come up and grab one. But there should be enough room, but it's really up to you. So this is an angle side angle triangle, and we categorize this as an easy triangle because all you need is law of sines to find all the missing angles and sides. Well, in this case, missing angle, you subtract from 180. Okay. Use your calculator, find that missing angle, and then law of sines will help you find the missing sides. Okay, if you have any questions at any point in time, feel free to ask. I want you guys to feel like everything is review and everything is familiar. And let's just say that, let's round everything to 3 decimal places. Okay, you can hit, there's a decimal button. Yeah, if you have any calculator questions, feel free to ask. If you want you to feel comfortable with everything that you're going to be using with the calculator. Okay, perimeter just means adding up all the side lengths of the triangle. Okay, number 2, a cable car transports passengers up and down the mountain. So imagine the cable car is going up this path along these tracks here. A track used by the cable car has an angle of elevation of 30 degrees. The angle of elevation from a point 100 feet from the base of the track. So now we are okay, so imagine we're 100 feet away from the base of the mountain. So I'll pick a point some distance away. Oops, sorry. It says the angle of elevation from this point, I'll call this point C, but you can call it anything you want. From this point to the top of the mountain, the angle of elevation from this point is 26.8. So this is the triangle we're dealing with here. It's 26.8. I'll call this angle B and angle A. So I'm focusing on this new triangle now, not the triangle with a mountain, but the triangle from a point. Find the length of the track. So we need to find, I'll call this side C here. Now, we have side BC, we have angle C. Is there any way for us to find angle B? Subtract from 180, yeah, because you know that This 30 is going to help us find it. We know 30 and whatever angle this is going to add to be 180. So what's 180 minus 30? So I think law of sines can get us to our answer, right? I can find this missing angle now, subtract the other two angles from 180, and then I can find side C by just pairing up or using law of sines. Okay, thanks. Okay, number 3, it's a side triangle. What's our strategy here? We're gonna have to start with what? Law of cosines, okay. It says find the angle with the least measure, but we should find what first? Yeah, that's right. Find the largest angle first, and then from there, we can work towards getting that smallest angle using law of sines. Okay. So we're gonna, okay. Again, you can name your angle any way you want. You can uh, orient it however where you want, but for me, it's my angle B. Combine all the like terms together. I'll put all that on the left side, just use my calculator to get my decimal value. Oh, I will point out one issue that I saw on the quiz. This didn't happen a lot, but it did throw off some students. Is that there's this minus sign here. So that means we need to carry that minus sign over, and you got to make sure that when you divide, you're going to get a negative decimal. So if you do inverse cosine with a positive decimal, that's going to throw off your entire answer, and that especially snowballs if there's multiple triangles that you're working with. Or especially if you're trying to solve the entire triangle. So yeah, keep track of your signs. We're gonna have to eventually do an inverse cosine of a negative decimal value because when we divide this negative over, our fraction is going to be negative. I found my angle B, but that's not my goal because I'm trying to find angle A because that's the angle with the least measure. I'm sorry. Angle C, right? Angle C, because I know that side C is the shortest, so angle C must be the smallest angle. So law of sines can help me get there, right? Because I can pair up side C and angle B, sorry, side B and angle B, and then I can pair up side C and angle C and solve for angle C. Okay, number 4, the lengths of two sides of a parallelogram are 48 inches and 30 inches. One angle measures 120 degrees. Find the length of the longer diagonal. Think of a parallelogram as a rectangle on a slant. Okay, so it says one angle measures 120 degrees. Pick the one that looks like the obtuse angle here. Find the length of longer diagonal. So basically I have side angle side. So I'm just going to focus on the triangle that's created out of this parallelogram. So if I want to find my missing side, which is the diagonal of this parallelogram, what can I use here? Okay. Remember side angle side. So what's the strategy for side angle side? Wait, that would be finding the area, right? If I just want to find the side length, what did you guys do on the quiz? If you saw side angle side, you use what? Law of cosines, yeah. Right, law of cosines can help us find a missing side or missing angle if we're dealing with a side or side angle side. Again, you don't have to use the same letters that I'm using, but whatever you create, we should still be arriving at the same setup. Okay, enter all that into your calculator. Okay. Any questions with 4? Okay, page 21, next page. Okay, so now we're dealing with the area. Okay, now we're dealing with the area. So we have 2 area formulas. For side angle side, we got that 1/2 AB sine C. For side, we got to do the semi-perimeter, and then we got to take the square roots with all the side lengths. Yeah.
Would ever be like an ambiguous case problem?
Not for word problems. Not for word problems. Yeah, the ambiguous case would be more like where I give you a side angle, like on the quiz, and you have to build your 2 triangles from there. Yeah, but word problems, we're not going to do ambiguous case with word problems. Okay. Give you guys a chance to finish up the first page. Okay, does anybody still need first page? Okay. Right, so let's go to number 5. We have a parallelogram again, 14 and 20 centimeters, but now we're asking for the area of the parallelogram. Okay, but need to look at this from a triangle perspective. Again, let's draw our parallelogram. I'm going to draw it this way here because I want the angle that's given to me to be easy and to be acute. So I'll do this one to be 7 degrees. Okay, find the area of the parallelogram. Now, we don't have the area of a parallelogram. We have area of a triangle that we can use. This is definitely, so if I just focus on this triangle here, what's given to me here? Is this side, 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 or side, angle, side? Okay, side, angle, side. So the idea is, if I can find the area of this triangle, what can I do to find the area of this parallelogram after I find this triangle? Yeah, double it, right? Because these are exactly split in half. So if I can find the area of this triangle, I can double that area. That will give me the area of the parallelogram. You can use any formula you want, but either way, it's going to be 1/2 side, side, and then sine of the angle. Area is unit squared. So in this case, our unit is centimeters. So centimeter squared. Okay, any questions with 5? So if parallelogram is a rectangle on a slant, then a rhombus is a square on a slant. So the difference with rhombus and parallelogram is that rhombus has all the side lengths that are the same. Find the area of a rhombus, but we're going to focus on a triangle first. If I can find the area of this triangle, I can do what with that area to get the area of the rhombus? Double it, right? So if I just focus on my triangle here, what information is given to me? Side, side, side. So if you remember, if we're trying to find the area of a triangle with side, 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 we have 2 steps we got to go through, right? First, we got to find the semi-perimeter. And then we can put into the area formula the square roots involving the semi-perimeter. Okay, number 7. Okay, roof on a house has one side that is in the shape of an isosceles triangle. The sides of this part roof are 18 feet long, and the angle at the peak is 50 degrees. Find the area. So what can I use to find the area here? This is what information is given to me on this triangle. Side angle side, yep. So we use our formulas for side angle side. One of the 1/2 side sine of angle. Okay, remember with area, we have units squared. Okay, that's all I have for us today. Keep your workouts. I want to just make sure that you followed along, that you worked through these problems. I'll give you your quiz back, and tomorrow we'll do our test review. Okay, Monday's our test, but Monday morning I will have a help session as well.
Yeah,
Oh, unless you have, you have. Are you thinking a mobile or what?
This is the key. Additional overview. Not the target, I didn't have to do it.